I am a hobby collector. I need to have an activity to do at all times every single day wherever I go. So this means that I carry a lot of little crafts and things with me on the go. So hello, welcome, and this is what's in my bag as a hobbyist. The bag that I use is my Shakespeare & Company tote bag that I got in Paris. Very basic, I know. But honestly, I carry so many things with me that I don't want to have any of that weight taken up by a leather bag. For example, I've thought about investing in like a really nice big leather bag that's beautiful, Gorgina. However, I always stop myself because I'm like, I carry my camera with me everywhere. That's heavy enough. I carry my laptop. That's pretty heavy. And so I don't want to have any of the weight be in the bag. So for me personally, the tote bag has just kind of been what's worked. The reason I like this tote bag specifically is because one, it's cute, but it's also just like super, super high quality. Like, I've never had anything even close to ripping on this one. A lot of my other tote bags, like my Taylor Swift Eras Tour tote bag, it feels very cheap, and like if I put a lot of weight in it, it would break. And then also this tote bag has a little mini pocket on the inside, which we'll talk about later, but this little pocket just provides a little bit of organization. So you have the main pocket and then a little mini one, which isn't much organization, but it's just a great place to like have my phone and my wallet so that if I'm like ordering at a coffee shop, I know like where I can grab my phone and my wallet to order. Whereas like a normal tote bag, I feel like those two things, because they're a bit smaller, they always fall to the bottom. So I go up to order coffee and I'm like, I can't find anything, and I'm freaking out. So anyways, I could ramble about that forever, but I honestly feel like just the quality, the aesthetic, and then also just the little bit of organization in this tote bag makes it the perfect tote bag for me. Something else that is perfect for me, and also I think perfect for you, is something that I've been using called Craftsy. Thank you so much to Craftsy for sponsoring today's video. Craftsy is your online resource for all things creative. They have over 2,000 classes covering everything from sewing, quilting, knitting, and cake decorating to photography, journaling, and of course, watercolor painting. I talk about it a little later on in the video, but watercolor painting is a craft that I've been doing a lot lately, but I'm not that good at it. After doing about 30 watercolor paintings that I didn't really feel that good about, I ended up taking a watercolor painting course on Craftsy. It's just called Watercolor Painting with Jenna Rainey. What I loved about Jenna's class specifically is how approachable it felt. It didn't feel like I was trying to become a master painter and sell my paintings for money. It just felt like I was learning really, really important skills so that I could enjoy watercolor painting more and not find it as frustrating when I don't understand something. If this seems like a really good fit for you, the first 1,000 people who sign up to the link in the description box will get a full year of Craftsy for only $1.49. Yes, you just heard me right. So please click the link and enjoy, and let's do our hobbies together. And now let's get into what's inside my tote bag. So we'll start first with my laptop. I am a content creator full time, so usually when I am out and about for the day, it is because I am getting some work done in editing. This is a MacBook Air 2024. I bought it in December 2024. That's all I know about it. I used to know all the stats on it and everything before I bought it, but now I forget all of it. I think it's the M3 chip. I could be so wrong on that. But the reason I got this laptop is because I got laid off from my job in January, and in December I knew it was coming, and there were some like Christmas sales on laptops, and I previously at my old job before I was laid off, I had a laptop through my work that I knew I was gonna have to return if I got laid off. So I got ahead of the curve and I bought a laptop before that could happen, so I wouldn't be laptopless for any amount of time, because I knew that I was gonna try and make this into my job, which I feel like I kind of have. Like mostly. I think I get paid a lot less than my old job, but I love it a lot more, so, you know. It's great. Anyway, so this is the laptop that I have. I carry this with me everywhere, and the reason I went for the MacBook Air is because it's a lot more lightweight, and then also I got the big ass screen, so that's great. I feel like if I bring this to, I don't know, like a coffee shop or anything, I don't feel like I'm like squinting at the screen or whatever. Like, it's travel friendly, but it's still very big. So yeah, this is my laptop. Anyways, I feel like that was a lot of information about a MacBook Air, but I love it. I love editing on it. I love all the things. And the next thing I have, I'm gonna go through things that I have in the little pocket on the inside. I'll show you what I mean now. Basically, this is the tote bag structure, and then there's this little pocket right here. And the two things I keep in here, as I mentioned previously, is my wallet. This is a Fossil wallet that I thrifted for $5 about 4 years ago at least, I think. I love it. It's leather, like I mentioned. It was secondhand, and it's perfect for what I need. This is something I could definitely get smaller. If I see something at the thrift store that's a little bit smaller, I'll definitely go for it because it takes up a lot of room for me barely ever opening it when I'm out of the house. But yeah, this is my wallet. It does the job. I like it enough, so I'm happy. And the other thing is obviously my phone. Me immediately distracted. The brain is rotting as we speak. It has this really ugly case on it that I got for like $2 at like a market or something a while ago. It's really gross. Like the entire like edge here, I don't know if you can see that, but it's like deteriorating. I need a new phone so bad though. This one like crashes constantly. It says iPhone 11, I'm pretty sure. And so I think I'm gonna wait till Black Friday this year and get an iPhone 16 because by that point the iPhone 17 will be out, so the 16 should be a little bit cheaper. But honestly, I'm struggling to make it there. My phone is so bad. The battery life, it just says like, you know, when you can go in and be like, what is my battery like health? Mine just says needs to be serviced. It doesn't even say like battery health, 85%. It's like, get this replaced ASAP. I use Google Maps in this thing for 20 minutes, it's dead. It's so bad. Anyways, nonetheless, I bring her everywhere because it's still my phone. And the next thing I keep in here is a newer hobby that I picked up, but it is a watercolor palette. I picked this up in my comparing Amazon to IRL prices. And this is a Koi watercolor palette. It's a pocket field sketchbox by Sakura Color. I don't know, but I really love it, and something I do to always make sure it's like ready when I'm on the go is I always have it loaded with like 3 or 4 of these little plain watercolor papers. I just cut them up to fit perfectly inside this top part here. If you can see that, they just go inside here. So right now I have 4, but I usually have like at least 2 to 4. I think anything more than 4 and it doesn't really like close perfectly. Like even now, it's not like clamping perfectly, but it's good enough for me. So I usually try to have 4. And then inside this watercolor is just like the palette, and it goes on the side like this. And then underneath here, I love this watercolor palette. Underneath, when you open it up, this little thing can go out or under, and you can just have it under. And then it's like a little palette that you can hold in your hand and your watercolors are in it. And it also comes with this really cool paintbrush. Sorry, it's just a video of me hyping up this watercolor palette. But it also comes with this really cool paintbrush. And it looks like this. And this section here holds water inside of it, so I always keep that full of water so that when I'm on the go, you can just inject the water from the brush into the palette, paint some stuff, and then this top part screws off like that, and then you can put this black nib that comes with it, just goes on top to plug the water so it doesn't leak at all in the palette. And then it's super easy to pack back up. You just put this back in the holes on top like so, close it up, and then also snap this back into place. It's a perfect little travel watercolor. I have been bringing this literally everywhere with me. I think it's so fun and such a fun way to like memory collect. Instead of taking photos everywhere I go, I've been like drawing or painting like the place that I'm at. I'm really not good at it at all, but it brings me a lot of joy. And then I just use the paintings. I either like recycle them because they're not that good, or I'll put them in my junk journal and just like have a little junk journal there, and it's really fun. Yeah, so I think I'm really liking it. This has been a newer hobby, but one that I've been doing like almost every time I leave the house. I like make a little bit of a time to like sit down on a park bench or something to watercolor. And I think the reason is because this is such a travel friendly palette that it actually does make it possible to like do this hobby out and about. Like I'm not bringing like a huge box and an easel and everything. It's like very small, and also because the sheets are so small, because they have to fit in here, I can like finish a painting in like 10 minutes if I want to. Which is also really nice. The next thing is my headphones. I use the Sony XM4s. I know they have an XM5 headphone now, but I'll tell you why I don't like them, and that is because of the traveling case. I'll put up right here a picture of the Sony XM5 traveling case. It is considerably bigger because in this case, the headphones like fold down flat, whereas in the XM5, they lay completely flat like this in the case, so it's so much bigger. I'm sure there's some specs and like techie things that are a lot better on the XM5s. I have no idea. I don't care. I'm like not an audio person. but these do more than the job for me. They are so comfortable. I've kept these on for like 10 hours at a time and been comfortable. I love them. The noise canceling is great. And also the ambient noise is great. Like when I'm walking, I feel like I can hear things around me if I want to. Yeah, I bring these with me everywhere. I love them. And then also they come with an aux cord, which if you video edit, you need to have an aux cord because there's a little bit of an audio lag from a computer to Bluetooth. So I need to always have this audio cable with me to plug into my laptop if I'm going to be editing a video, because if I don't have this, I literally can't edit a video with Bluetooth. So that's why I always bring the case. Like I don't just chuck these into my bag, or I try not to, because whenever I have done that, I forget the audio, like the aux cable, and then I can't edit. So it's really annoying. So I'm really trying to make sure I always have that aux cable with me. And yeah, folds up pretty small. They feel like a huge chunk of room in my bag. I should honestly get just like an old Apple pair of like wireless headphones for editing, but these are just so much comfier that honestly I feel like they're worth the extra room, because there's like nothing in my ears. They're like so comfy, they're noise canceling. I just really like them. I got them at Costco after the XM5s came out. These went on a pretty good sale at Costco. Like I think this was like 2 or 3 years ago now, but I love them. I don't regret the purchase at all. I think they were around $230 Canadian. I love them. They also have this little pocket on the inside. I'm sure I could be utilizing that for something, but I don't know what the heck I'd put in there. But anyways, yeah. Love these, would recommend. I love my over-ear headphones. Next thing I always have in my bag is this little dinky hairbrush that has so much hair in it. Wait, I'm cleaning the hair out so you don't have to look at it. Don't look at my hair. I'm not gonna say I would recommend this hairbrush because, okay, firstly, I can't even send you a link or anything. Like I got it off of, like from like a dollar store about a year ago. But basically it's just this little thing. It folds open like this and the hairbrush pops out. I feel like you probably had one of these as a kid. But the thing with this one is that this top piece comes off like every single time I brush my hair. Like every time I'm going like this, it comes off and then it goes somewhere and I have to look around to use it. So I hate using this in public because if that were to fall off on like a bathroom floor, horrible. However, I do still use it, but eventually it'll break off. It's a little mirror there as well. I carry this with me. I like to have it, but once it's done, I'll probably get a different travel hairbrush. I think I'll get like one of those just like small little wooden ones. I think these are a lot cuter. I think they work a lot better and they're probably better for your hair than like a plastic like tip or whatever. But anyways, I do like this for now. I'm gonna use it until it breaks and I can't use it anymore, even though it's arguably already broken. But it's cute, it's good. I like to bring it when I'm traveling as well. But yeah, not much else to say here. Wouldn't recommend this exact style of hairbrush, but would recommend having a hairbrush. I feel like it saves me many times, especially when it's really humid and gross outside, or even in the winter when you have hat hair. Hairbrush is so nice to have. I love having it. The next thing is I always have a book. Currently I'm reading Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I'm halfway through this, and guys, I'm on page 214. I think it's like exactly halfway through actually. So good. I've only been reading this for like 3 days, and which I'm a slow reader, so that's pretty good for me to be that far into it. I love this so much. I always have some sort of book with me. If I'm reading something from the library on my Kobo, I'll have my Kobo with me. Or if I'm listening to an audiobook, I always have that on my phone. But I try to have a physical book usually. So either my Kobo or the physical book that I'm reading will always be in my bag with me, because you never know when you're gonna have to wait in line for a bathroom. You can read a couple pages, or you're gonna see a cute park bench you wanna read on and stop for a little bit. Like, you never know. You simply always have to have your book. That's like my biggest recommendation for people who are like, I wanna read more, but I don't have time. Always have a book on you, because there are a lot of lulls in your days that you probably don't realize that you spend doing a 4-minute scroll on Instagram that you could be reading a couple pages. So yeah, always have a book with me. Love this book specifically. And yeah, I'm a hardcover book girly too, which is a hot take. Most people do not like hardcover. They like softcover more, or softcover, paperback more. That's the correct word. But I'm a hardcover girl, which is unfortunate because that's a lot harder on the shoulder when I'm carrying my tote bag. Hardcover definitely adds some weight, but I don't know, I can't help it. I like annotating, so I like hardcover because no matter where you are, you can like annotate on the hardcover. I don't know. This is definitely a hot take for a lot of people, but I love hardcover. Hardcover girlies rise. Let me know if you prefer paperback or hardcover in the comments, because I truly have never heard anyone except for me say that they prefer hardcover. And I can't be the only one. I cannot be the only one. How are you guys annotating on paperback? It's much more difficult. let me know. Next thing I have is I always have like a little hair clip with me. This is just one, again, my hair is in it. I'm so sorry. At least you know that I'm not lying to you about using these items. They are well used and loved. But this is just like a little flower one I got from a market, I think a couple years ago or something. And I like it. I just feel like sometimes I leave the house being like, yeah, my hair is fine. And then I get to the location and I'm like, my hair is horrible. I need it to be off my neck. Maybe the walk over made me like sweaty and I want my hair off my back. Or maybe like, again, I had hat hair and it looks bad now. Whatever the reason. I always like to, I always like to have a clip to clip it up with. And I feel like just like having like a little bit of a nicer claw clip is nice because then like it looks intentional. It doesn't look like you just threw your hair up. Like whenever I bring a scrunchie, I'm like, I just throw my hair in a messy bun, but like that's not the vibe always. So I feel like having something that's a little bit more formal, like a claw clip is never gonna be formal, but like a little bit more dressy, a little bit more intentional is nice. So yeah. I always have this in my bag or some sort of clip or elastic in my bag, but this is my #1 choice to have. The next thing I have is a camera. The camera I'm currently filming on is the camera that I actually usually bring, but because I'm filming on it, I couldn't put it in my bag, so I'm just showing you this Fujifilm. This is also a camera that I like. It's the Instax Mini Evo. Fujifilm actually recently gifted this to me, not an ad in any way. I did not have to talk about it, but it's been pretty good. It's kind of like a digital slash like print, so like it prints a Polaroid out the side, but you don't have to, so like you can take a digital photo on it, but like you don't have to print it immediately or at all, so it's kind of nice for that reason. But I'm really new to using this, so I wouldn't say that I recommend it yet because I've only taken a couple photos on it so far. But what I usually have with me is my Canon EOS R10, which I'm filming on right now with the portrait lens, which is also the lens that I'm using right now. These are like a very nice combination for me. I love my Canon EOS R10 because, also not an ad, sounds like an ad, again, it is not an ad. Nothing in this is an ad. I love my Canon EOS R10 because I just think it's quite small. Like, I really enjoy how compact it is. It isn't that heavy. It doesn't take up too much room in my bag. I really, really love it. I find it very durable. Like, it's okay to be tossed around in my bag a little bit. But this one has been my go-to recently as well because I do like the fact that I can take, like, Polaroid-y photos on it, but I don't have to print them immediately. Like, I really do enjoy that aspect of it. There's also, like, you can change the different lenses and the different filters on it. If you're familiar with Fujifilm, like, all of the preset like film simulations are on here, which is nice. Like, for example, I took this photo of my partner the other day at a water park. Super, super cute, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to print it yet, so it's just on there and I might print it in the future or not. But yeah, so it's either been like my Canon or my Fujifilm, but I will say about 90% of the time it's my Canon. But I only got this in the past month, so maybe this will become a go-to. This is a lot more lightweight, but it's not the same. Like, my Canon is like quality is like mwah, as you can tell right now. I'm sweating, by the way, guys. It's 35 degrees outside. This is that in Fahrenheit, and I don't have any fan or air conditioning on. I'm dying. Always have a camera with me though, no matter what. As I mentioned, my phone is kind of old, so I don't really use it for photos, like literally ever. I use a camera of some sort. Maybe once I get a new phone, I'll feel differently, but I like a camera quality more than I like a phone quality. I don't care how good the phone camera is. To me, it's always gonna look like a phone photo. It's never gonna look like a camera photo, and I like a camera photo. I hope that makes sense. I feel like if you're like into photography, you'll understand what I mean, but yeah, I always like to have a camera on me. And speaking of always having a camera on me, this is another camera I always bring, and this is my DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I know what you're thinking, I'm like freaking Mary Poppins right now, and I literally am, but I'm telling you, I have so many hobbies. So I have a vlog channel, if you didn't know. My vlog channel is at Diaries of Tay, and over there, I vlog like very spontaneously. It's kind of like whenever I'm in the mood to like have a yap session or whatever, I vlog. So I like to always have my vlog camera with me. I'll show you like the camera in the inside of the bag. Also not sponsored, not gifted. I paid my full money for this. But I do love it and recommend it. This is the little camera itself. It's super, super cute. And then inside the bag, it has the microphone that goes on it and then some other attachments. So when I pull out my camera, I'll usually just put this battery pack on it. This little battery pack holds like an entire extra charge on this camera. So I basically get 2 times the battery life just by like plugging that onto it. And then this is a little tripod stand it comes with, so I screw that on. And then that is my vlogging setup. I use the tripod a lot to just like set, if I'm in public, I'll set that on like a table or something to vlog. And then it comes with this microphone as well. I always have this in my bag, and the reason I went for this vlogging camera specifically is because it is so lightweight and it would fit in my bag, because I think the thing for me with vlogging is I have to be in the mood. And when inspiration strikes me to film something or something fun is happening with my friends, like even I film stuff all the time that I don't actually use for my vlog channel, I just use it for like personal like home videos. And having a camera like this that's so easy to pull out and get started, like you literally go like this. The camera is started, it's ready to film. Like it's so fast to set up. And for me, like that is the best part of this camera. And it's the reason I chose it. And I'm so happy I did, because it does fit in my bag so easily. But yeah, I carry this thing literally everywhere, because I never know. Like some days I'm just out and about and I'm gonna go drop off my mail or something, or I'm gonna go do whatever. And then I'm like, oh, I could go to this bookstore I wanna go to. And then it's like, it would suck if I went to that bookstore and didn't have my vlog camera to vlog it for you guys if I was in the mood to do so. So yeah, I always keep this in my bag. It's super, super lightweight. If you're a vlogger, I would recommend it. I'm sure if you're on YouTube or like you are a vlogger, you've heard of this camera. It's like very, very popular. But yeah, I love this camera, and I love it so much because it's all very compact and fits in my bag super well. And go look at my vlog channel. I upload there once a week. So if you're like, I want more than the once a week upload from Taylor, I upload twice a week. Once on this channel, once on my second channel. So go look at it. It's Diaries of Tay. It's a really good time. It's very much my passion project. So if you want to support my passion project of like, I'm a little bit more experimental over there with like the shots that I do and the things I produce and whatever. So if you want to support that and support me and my like little artistic dreams, I would love for you to go check it out. It would mean the world to me. Anyways, next thing. This is actually we're getting to like the end of the bag, okay? It's getting pretty empty. My journal. Again, I love a hobby, okay? That's the reason you clicked on this video, is because you love a hobby as well. So do not judge me for having so many hobbies. But this is my Louise Carmen notebook. If you don't know what Louise Carmen is, they are a company out of Paris, France. And they make these custom notebooks, or like notebook covers rather. So it's like a journaling system. I don't know how to even explain it. Basically, the like notebook or the journal itself is this leather piece that goes around it. So it's very, very cute, and it has this little string. So you pop that open and then open this up here. And then I have all my notebooks in here, and these are all refillable. So like I can just pop one out when I finish it. Like if I'm like, oh, I'm done with this notebook now, I can take it out and then put a notebook in. So I'm gonna have this journal cover forever and ever and ever, because I continue refilling it with notebooks when I'm done with them. But the reason I love this journaling system is because you can have so many different notebooks all in one. So for example, if just by bringing this one thing, I have access to my to-do list notebook. I have like my weekly planner that I do here. And then I have access to my junk journal, which, if you know, is another huge hobby of mine. I'm actually going to be filming like a how-to junk journal video soon, because you guys have been asking for that. But I have all in here my fun little junk journal spreads. I love it. And then I also just have here my main journal, where I just, you know, journal my feelings and thoughts and whatever. And then it also has a little pocket for my pen here, so I always have a pen with me. And I always like to have this journal because I mentioned previously I like to annotate my books. So I know that if I have this, I'm always gonna have a pen on me. So if I'm reading a book in public and I wanna annotate it, I just know that if I have this journal, my pen is in there so I can annotate. So it's also good for that reason. Because whenever I just chuck a pen in my bag, it gets lost, so I always like have this with me. And also because I use this like almost every time I leave the house. As I mentioned before, when I leave the house, I usually go to like edit a YouTube video or get some work done at a cafe or like an office space or something, maybe the library. So it's nice to have this because I have like all my to-do list and I can like brainstorm pen on paper. I'm very much a pen on paper girl. Like when I script a video, I script it on paper. And so having this is like very necessary for me to do my work. Anyways, so I always have this with me. I also love that there's this little pocket here that I can keep junk in for my junk journal. I have a lot of fun little things in here. But yeah, just lots of like bits and bobs. I absolutely love this journal. I would recommend it to everyone. They are very pricey. This was like my main souvenir from my France and Italy trip last year. But I love it. And yeah, I will cherish it forever. It is my life. Is there anything else in here? Oh, yes. I always have this little cheek and lip multi-stick. This is the one I'm currently using. It's from Quo Beauty. Is that how you say that? It's in the shade. I don't have it on my lips. I have it on my cheeks right now. It is the shade. How do you tell where the shade is? Guys, it doesn't say. It doesn't say the shade. I don't know. I don't know the shade. I don't know. I always like to have like some sort of blush and lip. I like getting the multi-sticks just because I like it's like 2 in 1, but I'll always have like, if I don't have this, I will have a blush and I will have a lip. Everything else, I don't care. Like honestly, if nothing else on my face gets done, that's fine, but I like to have a cheek and I like to have a lip. So always having this is really fun, or like some sort of beauty products in my bag for the lips and cheeks, or at minimum a lip chap just to have a little bit of shine. Yeah, love this one though. I'm a big fan. Do I have anything else in here? I think that's it. Oh yeah, I have this little business card from a little Ottawa business I went to recently. I often, in my bags, I'll just have random junk like that because I junk journal, so I'm always collecting little things and just chucking them in my tote bag. And then whenever I go through it is when I'll like go through my bag like once a week and I'll actually organize it and put my junk into my like journal pocket here. So I'll stuff that in there. Look at me getting stuff done while filming a video. I love to see it. But yeah, that is everything that's in my bag as a little hobby obsessed girly. I hope you liked the video. I hope that was helpful for you if you're kind of looking for like some travel items to engage with your hobbies while you're on the go. Yeah, I really appreciate you being here. I did not take for granted the fact that you took time out of your day to spend it with me. So thank you so much. I love you so much. And 75% of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed. And if you're one of those people, then that breaks my heart. So I would love you to stay longer and love you to hang out with me. It really helps me out. As I mentioned prior, I am laid off from my job right now and I'm really trying to make this into my full-time job. And when you subscribe and interact, it helps me get partnerships, which helps me make this into a job and actually do this full-time, which is like my dream life. So any support that you can give to this channel or my vlog channel is so appreciated. I read every single comment. It does not go unnoticed. Thank you so much. I love you so much. And mwah, have an amazing day. Bye!